Hello and welcome back to my Epic 7 Guild Wars post-fight commentary. Today we are going to analyze a comparatively short fight versus a stronghold of Sadge, ZEZUN2. Now, what is there to know about this stronghold? The first one is one of the many versions of a maid Chloe composition that are currently swirling around in many Guild Wars defenses. Ever since her buff, she has steadily gained favor for being a unit that can almost single-handedly deny the attacker from using a straight tank or certain bruiser teams, if they aren't able to kill her. Whereas previously you were able to outright ignore her by simply bringing units that had a team-wide unbuffable debuff, her third skill can now cleanse it beforehand and apply her buffs without worries. Bringing her together with Landy and Kisa like in this first round can deny quite a few usual attack options. For example, the classic Dark Corvus for fear of the enemy team outpacing you, or carried as one of the best anti-Landy units, which will not be able to kill Maid Chloe or in the worst case even just die to the Kisa. So, what is a good way to attack this kind of defense? Well, as you can already see, and will get proven right now, we are starting to get back into the golden age of cleaving. Since we got the speed information of the first one beforehand, we can ensure our A-Lots to outspeed the Kisa, and from there on it's a 4-tap cleanup. A-Lots pushes our full DPS Landy, she gets off her third skill with a soul burn, instantly killing the enemy Kisa, second turn to finish the enemy Landy with a good basic attack, and finally our Watcher Shuri finished the job with a solid third skill ending the maid Chloe. And so we go onwards to the second round. Now, anyone who knows ZEZUN kind of knows his Kaveric. Extremely high speed, high offense, there to instantly burst anyone who tries but can't quite win the speed competition. In his defense, Kaveric is aided by Cerise and one of the new units from the collaboration, Wham. Cerise, as most should know by now, is a very fast control unit and debatably one of the most meta-defining units of the previous season. Wham, on the other hand, is a currently slow-built bruiser unit there to threaten once again Dark Corvus and similar teams that would go for a slow fight. What's our plan for this round? Let the enemy kill themselves. And so we roll out the good old martial arts Ken in addition with Crow and Angelica in 2021. Well, how does the fight go? Step 1. Let the Cerise start the fight as usual. Step 2. Watch as Kaveric takes our martial arts boy into another dimension, and then himself into the afterlife. Step 3. The important part begins. First we put up our defenses with Crow's second skill and Angelica's third skill, granting us a defense buff, immunity and a barrier. And as you'll soon see, we certainly needed all of it, since a questionable play from my side was just waiting around the corner. Now, our strategy for the remaining part of the fight is pretty simple. Avoid letting Wham kill martial arts Ken or get Crow low enough to use his third skill and nuke Wham. Because of our high speed difference, the threat of Cerise is mostly negated, as her debuffs won't hit us until she gets her third skill again. Wham, on the other hand, has become the threat right after Kaveric died. As soon as she has entered a demon mode, Wham can't be debuffed for the duration and ignores effect resistance, causing her counterattacks to be even more of a danger. And while her AoE counter is quite strong, it's not actually that much to fear since we have immunity up. So the more reasonable play would have been to basic attack the Cerise with Ken. However, instead of taking the AoE counter chance, I opted to attack Wham directly, which resulted in 2 strong counter attacks. Thankfully, with the support of Aureus and Crow as well as the defense buff, the damage was mitigated more than enough. But even so, we were forced into healing our Dark Boy, which turned the enemy focus onto Crow. Luckily, his defense buff was also still up, which allowed him to survive the onslaught with just a sliver of his life, resulting in a perfect third skill to take out the Wham. And from this point onward, it's just a matter of time until Cerise falls. Speeding up this portion for a bit since there's not much to see here, and we finally get to the end. And that wraps it up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Guild Wars Post-Fight Commentary.